Alright, so I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking, well, I'm writing technically, but The Neverending Story is a very Nietzschean film in which the enemy is, well, it's a story inside of a story because, you know, as the film goes, and I think it was a book first, but I don't actually know, I don't really care. But as the film goes, it's the kid reading the book, except the book is really happening, except it's I think it's mainly in his mind, but at the end with the Falker scene, I'm not sure. And then I know they made sequels. I only saw the second. I don't want to watch the third. The second was bad. But, um, anyway. So, it's. So the enemy in the Neverending Story isn't any one specific thing. It's not a person. It's not a place. It's not a group of people. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. Um, and I think the film says that to the matter at the end, towards the end, about the imagination and stuff. Like the actual enemy is the restriction of imagination in it, not the not some sort of army, or not even the wolf, that's not the enemy either. I mean, it's an agent of the enemy. So, and very, I mean, just like the Antichrist, it's like it's what pity is described as there, um, which is an sort of agent of destruction in the Christian sense, because, you know, if you've read the Antichrist, I'm not going to spoil it, but when imagination is restricted, that's when the sickness sets in, and I think that's been echoed quite a few times. I mean, I mean, there's a Holocaust. I mean, there's even a Holocaust survivor that said, if you can't find some comedy in such a shit situation, you're absolutely fucked. And I think comedians are very much in this way. It's interesting. I think comedians are very pained actors. I don't like we see like they joke, but I think there's a lot of underlying pain to a lot of comedians that you don't see. And I'm not gonna say anything for certain, but I just have a high speculation that a lot of comedians mask a lot of pain with their act. Maybe that's personal projection. I don't know. It could be, but in the it really just shows that a lack of of creativity is a plague for the mind, and I don't know. I got really into it, and I think that's interesting. And it's not and it is very specifically, nothing is a void, not an abyss, because I'm talking Nietzschean. Void is nothing. Abyss, there's at least some sort of. So it's like it's like you know so an abyss, there's substance to it, but maybe it's kind of like water. It's kind of reflective, at least, because like the whole thing is staring to the abyss, and the abyss might stare back, but what is it staring back in the abyss? Like, if you shout down a giant chasm in the ground, it's you'll only hear your own voice echoing back at you. So if you look in the abyss, maybe you just see yourself at the end of it, which that is kind of the goal in essence. But a void isn't a void isn't the abyss. The void is literally nothing. Literally nothing. Like, kind of a. And in the movie, it shows it just eating away at the land of the the imagined land, and it's so like it starts and then it stops and then it keeps going because it's gradual, but it ramps up as you know as the more hopelessly nihilistic feeling of everything sets in. It all begins to crumble even more to the point of where it finally does completely crumble. But it's able, you know just in a sense, as soon as that creative spark got lit again, it was back. The horse was fucking back too. The horse was back. That was the most important part in my mind. But, that's all.